Hello there, this is Icy here with another TF2 gameplay video. In this video I'm going to be playing some Spy on Control Point Egypt, and yeah, in Egypt I don't really find myself playing a lot. It's not really one of my favorite maps, I have to say, but it is a very good spy map actually, and that's kind of why you see me now chilling around as a spy on defense here. This is actually the second stage of the map. We already lost the first one, but this stage is pretty interesting actually. The control point is way up high, and because there's so many different areas to get a buffer enemy on this map, it's all great for the spy because you can jump down and surprise your enemies like I am about to do right here with this heavy. There we go. But yeah, it's a great spy map, and that might be one of the few classes I can actually see myself playing on this map. I'm not really sure quite what it is. The first stage of this map is pretty decent, pretty basic on my map, but once it gets to the second point, or second stage here, sometimes gameplay can seem to get very stagnant, I guess, because some of the choke points it's hard for the attackers to go through with the second point here, but I guess you guys will see that a little bit later on in the video. Your first death there, but yeah, I'm do pretty good as a spy here, of course, because yeah, the enemy is usually too worried about climbing up this little pyramid tower, and it's again great for spies. One of the new hats you actually saw there with that spy is the you saw that in the little bottom right corner is the alien swarm parasite, which I have almost on all of my classes, because I don't know, I just enjoy that little parasite being on top of my head. You can get it by I think playing 2 co-op missions in the game Alien Swarm, which was free, released by Valve by, I don't know, like a group of modders or something. I don't know what the whole story behind it was, but it was free, so it's a fun game, and I encourage you guys to play it if you haven't already. I've kind of played through that game quite a bit already. I did some of the speedrun achievements with friends and whatnot, and it's actually a pretty good game. So yeah, that's how you kind of get that hat. I have it on my spy right now. Too bad I don't taunt, so you can't really see it, but hopefully a few enemies here will have it on them. Another darn stupid death. As you can see there, actually, when an engineer is carrying his little, I guess, toolbox with his sentry gun, if you stab him, you will get credit for both the sentry gun and the toolbox. So you basically will get like both the sentry gun and the toolbox, both the engineer and the sentry gun. So basically it's like 2 points or almost 3 points because the backstab is worth 2. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, just coming back to this little first point of the stage. This point is actually not too hard for the enemies to get sometimes. You'll find it's pretty balanced this part, but then once they're able to get it, which they do right now, this little second point is very tough, actually. But I guess that makes it easy for me to be a spy around here. My spies actually needed quite a bit of work. I've been starting to play it a lot now. I think that's kind of been my new class that I've been most interested in. So I've been playing it quite a bit, and I find my abilities have fallen off the map a little bit. Good thing I do have a pretty good round here, but other than that, I found myself struggling a little more than usual as the spy. I think I just got to get the hang of this class a little more, so it's kind of good that I'm able to get back on good terms with this class in this round. I guess you can't go up to those pillars. That's one of the things I don't like about this map. There's a few places where you can't go that I think you should be able to go, I guess. But no worries. Kind of just chilling here on the first point. This is the area that's hard for the attackers to get through, from what I've played at least. The choke points are very small past this point, past the control point, and it's really hard to kind of penetrate through to the second point, if you catch my drift. But there again, another sentry gun. That sentry gun's actually been causing me a lot of trouble. My auto disguise script isn't going on quick enough, damn you. That script is actually causing me a lot of trouble. I'm just basically too lazy to keep disguising after I do stab someone. So I have an auto disguise script. I don't think that's actually a good idea. I gotta start just binding my disguises to one button or whatnot. But I think that was a spy bot out there, pretty obvious. But I just ran right past him. There we go. Now killer spy duel. It's always awkward when you run into spies as a spy, because you don't really know what to do other than flail your knife as many times as you can. But yeah, that auto disguise script is something I do use, but I don't really recommend other people using because it's actually not that great. It'd probably be better just to bind like disguise as sniper, scout, whatever classes you want into one button, and it'd be a lot easier that way to control your disguises, but hey, what can you do? Another crappy thing that I have on this spy is auto reload, so when you do see me shoot my pistol, the pistols for the spy do not work very well with auto reload, because usually the view model will get in the way because the pistol will reload after every single shot, and it can get very annoying. So my pistol aim, my revolver aim I guess, or my ambassador aim, whichever one I'm using, really suffers. I can turn view models off, but I guess I don't want to for the sake of these videos. And yeah, so that can be a little bit of a struggle too with my spy, but I guess no worries. I'm able to, I guess the spy's main thing is to backstab people. Ooh, I get a nice little side stab there, I guess, after jumping off the pyramids. That's one thing to be a good spy. You gotta get used to like keyboard maneuvering, I guess, and whatnot. There's something about being skillful and stuff, and being able to recognize when to go to places. But another thing is just being able to maneuver well. And the spy is one class, spy and scout, I guess, are the two that you really have to be able to maneuver well to be effective. And that's something I don't think I have too much trouble on in this game. And I'm gonna switch my disguises. I usually only switch my disguises like every 5 minutes whenever I remember to, because, like I said, I am very lazy with my disguises, and I actually don't really have a one button bound to my disguise menu, so I have to press like previous weapon a few times, which I'm not used to. Usually I just have my scroll buttons. It's like scrolling up means pistol, scrolling down means sapper, and then mouse 3 means knife. So it's really easy for me to do that. But then when I have to start pressing like the E button a few times, then that's when I get kind of in trouble. But yeah, kind of just doing the same thing around here as I always do, just roam around this first point. Again, the enemy's not able to do too much. There's a nice sniper perched up on this place, and I guess I will join him up here. It's kind of fun doing a nice little nosedive into the enemy here. Kind of just gonna wait to see where they spawn. They spawn out of like any of the 3 gates. Geronimo, and there we go. Heavy's down. But yeah, that's why it's kind of fun to play spy on this map, because yeah, you can do cool things like that if you so choose. But yeah, it's pretty fun, I guess. One thing as you can probably already see, I don't think I mentioned, is I'm using the invisibility watch over the Dead Ringer in this one. I say over the Dead Ringer because I usually don't play with the Cloak and Dagger very often after a failed stair stab there. But I want to get, again, better at the invisibility watch, because I think that's part of the reason that I've been struggling as a spy a little bit recently, is because I've been using the Dead Ringer so much, and I've kind of steered away from just basic spy fundamental techniques, I guess. So I kind of want to get back into that, play with some invisibility watch, get used to cloaking after I stab some people, and yeah, kind of get back into the groove there. But yeah, again, just respawned here. We have a lot of sentry guns around here, a lot of engineers, and that's kind of why you see the enemy not being able to do too much. They're kind of just stuck in these little, because there's only like 2 choke point areas, as you can see there, and they're very small, so it is extremely easy to guard them with a sentry gun, or demo man spam, or soldier spam, or heavy spam, whatever type of spam you want, and usually you'll be able to stop the enemy. The only weird thing is this little one-way gate, but usually there's an engineer guarding it, or it's not really hard to stop your enemy from going through there, so yeah, it's pretty easy like that. So yeah, just trying to get through this little choke point area now. It's actually one of the troubles here as a spy on this map that you will have, is sometimes, because this is a spam area, and it's hard to kind of get through unnoticed, but once you're able to get through, it's pretty easy pickings from there on. Always on defense, when you're on defense on these types of maps, like on Dust Bowl or Egypt, or like a payload map when you're on defense, it's actually pretty easy to be a spy. I know a lot of people like to play spy on attacking, but defense, it's actually very easy, because usually the enemy is preoccupied with other things. So yeah, I'm just kind of now near their spawn again, in this area that I'd like to kind of stay in as long as I can. Just doing my regular business. Heavy's down. I guess that wasn't me. Damn you, other heavy, you killed him. That always sucks when you're right behind an enemy and right in backstabbing range, and then he dies. But I guess as long as they're dead, that's the only thing that matters. But yeah, it's always nice to get backstabs. But yeah, here just going around my regular areas. I kind of want to, well, I guess there's a sentry gun set up near their spawn to protect them from their spawn, and it seems like they're getting a little bit more paranoid. They have a few pyros now, able to kind of cloak by this dispenser, and basically have an infinite cloak from this point on near that dispenser. But as you can see, they're kind of going more pyro based, being a little bit more paranoid, which Kind of took them long enough, but I guess that's what happens when you're doing decently as spy. Able to get a few more backstabs there also. But yeah, that's another crappy thing about being spy and doing good. When you do good, is that usually the enemies will take notice, and either a few more pyros will pop up, or they'll be extremely paranoid, even right when they come out of the spawn. They'll be watching their backs. But I'm back to my little point where I was at the start of the video, trying to get another Geronimo backstab, I guess I'll call it. Missed that, but looks like the round is about over. Get the last. Oh, nice little face stab or butter knife there. And look at me, top fragging like a boss as a spy there. And as you can see, it's an all Egypt server, seeing as 45 and 17 are the round totals. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little Egypt spy video. Please subscribe if you want to see more videos like these in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching.